stage. So fade away and return to nothing. Your strength is great, but you're no match for me, no. I'll let you live on the entertaining. God of all creation, God of your creation now. So fade away and return to nothing. Your strength is great, but you're no match for me, no. I'll let you live for the entertaining. God of all creation, God of your creation now.
Pasta in your hood, it tastes like heaven. And we eating pasta and it.
Alright, let's start it there.
Yeah.
We've ended careers before. They call us a lethal weapon. You brandish an unsheathed sword. Playing hero, Roroni Kenshin. We kicked it aside of your door. Use the one who will get to seven. Where was that bravado you had a hot minute ago? Hey, we got ups, but I wouldn't say we beef. How the saying go, it's a two-way street. Hit me on the pipe and you know they had a tweak. I'm just trying to lay my name, you get what I'm speaking. We entertain the masses and anywhere the weekend. There's some asshole think that you can press the lead and put the whole squad down, get out within the weekend. But we stars, boys, so continue go and see. We've ended careers before. They call us a lethal weapon. You brandish an unsheathed sword. Play hero, Roroni Kenshin. We kicked it aside of your door. Use the one who will get to seven. Where was that bravado you had a hot minute ago? Talk big game till you load it ain't one. Got your nails on this track's another freight ton. Not a single dub, so you gotta make one. Yeah, domino, trying to cook some great stuff.
You can keep ducking, this be the season, but how can we down and new in our treasures while casually pressing your buttons? You keep pretending and nothing, but we can tell you be frontin'. Try threatening us with a poker, but your face looking all stuffed and we calling out all your bluffs and we telling you what is left and we saying enough's enough, but you trying to keep acting tough. If you really think that you run, let me tell you, you ain't the one, cause the song will be nothing speakers and the whole team finna pump it, y'all.
We've ended careers before. They call us a lethal weapon. You brandish an unsheathed sword. Played hero, Roroni Kenshin. We kicked it aside of your door. Use the one who will get to seven. Where was that bravado you had a hot minute ago?
We eating pasta in your hood, it tastes like heaven. And we eating pasta and it. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's Hump Day.
Woo-hoo!
Ronnie, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico?
I'd say happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Hump day!
Get happy. Get 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Happy Hump Day, everybody. Sorry, I need to work on that intro a little bit. I don't know if I'll have to remake it because the files for it were literally on the other computer. At this point, I am calling it the other computer because, I don't know, what would you consider? When you change motherboard and CPU, would it no longer be the same computer? Would it be if... I would consider that to be basically a different computer because, like, 50% of what makes a computer is the motherboard and CPU. And when you no longer are using that in what you currently are, like, building up, I don't think it counts as the same computer anymore. So, yeah, like, when you replace the CPU and the motherboard, it's not the same anymore. Now, technically, the computer I currently have does not have the same motherboard, CPU, RAM. It does have the same PSU and graphics card, but it also has a new memory card as well. Technically, it uses some of the old memory cards, but I would say that it is no longer the same computer. But anyway, hello everybody. Happy Hump Day. Happy Hump Day. I hope you guys are having a good day. I am having an interesting day. I've been dealing with some interesting background behind the scenes stuff. I got a haircut, so that's nice. But you guys aren't really here to probably hear about that. Or maybe you are. Maybe you are. If this is your first time delving into a stream from me, hello. I don't normally talk about politics unless I feel like it is interesting to me. And this would be one of those situations where I feel like it is interesting to me. To say the least. The files is on your old hard drive? No, they kind of different. I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, welcome to Hump Day. Today, I was planning on doing like a meme review and then complaining about the Epstein files. Because I haven't really done that yet. I'm still going to do that. My plan is still to complain about the Epstein files and still going to be giving my disparity with it, I guess you could say. But there is another topic that I feel like is just a little bit more important to talk about. At the very least for a little while. To give my thoughts, feelings, and opinions. And so if that is what you are here for, welcome. I hope you I hope you enjoy your time here. My name is MommaOcco, and welcome, I guess. I won't be political good. And by the way, this isn't a political channel. If you're here for politics, the Kirsch is next door. I imagine that I don't know if she's actually streaming right now. I don't keep up with I don't keep up with a lot of VTubers unless I'm directly interested with them. So she might be talking about it. I don't know. I imagine she will eventually. But we're going to be talking about the situation that that happened earlier today. The situation. Now, I am going to try my best to talk in some form of code here. Only because the minute that something like this happens, the minute like something like this goes down, YouTube has this imperative to wipe everything having to do with the individual in question. They don't necessarily always wipe the content that other people make, but they do typically like take out the individual's content. Now, I will not be recirculating any of that. I have like looked over some of the videos from this deranged, disgusting individual. By the way, I will try to make sure and maintain that that's what I think of this individual. That they are an extremely mentally ill, deranged individual that, unfortunately, it looks like was failed by society. And unfortunately, society placated into their mental illness. And so because of that, you can definitely 110% get mad at them like I am. However, I'm also going to place some blame at the state that allowed the mental problems of this individual to continue. I don't obviously know all of the details about this individual. I don't think a lot of people do. In fact, I think that as time goes on, people are probably going to send me information about this individual. And you are welcome if you are in my Managed Democracy chat, which is my chat specifically for people to discuss more political topics. If that's where you are at, you are welcome to ping me if there is something new to talk about. And people have asked me if I'm going to name this individual or if I'm going to not name this individual. This is an interesting situation. It is definitely one of those ones where I'm more in the middle. I'm more in the middle for this kind of thing. And I would like to open up a dialogue as to why I am in the middle and leaning on the side of, like, naming and shaming. And the reason why I am in the camp of naming and shaming is for the past... Oh, geez, it feels like decade, almost 2 decades, when we've had an event like what happened this morning at this Catholic school. Everybody's imperative has been to say we need to forget that this happened and not name the individual, as to not inspire others or to not give them a memory. Well, my philosophy has kind of like developed as time has gone on, and maybe it's the wrong one. I have no idea. I have yet to actually like argue with somebody about it. But my personal opinion is, if there is somebody that is stupid enough to go to any public institution and commit an act of mass terror to take the lives of people, no matter if those lives are people that we like or don't like, my opinion has been, in order to encourage people not to do this kind of behavior in the future, we must name them and shame them and make fun of individuals like this. And by that, I don't mean like make fun of these people while, like, if these people have passed on, if these people have taken their own life, I think what we should do is we should point out that they are mentally ill. We should also make fun of the fact that that they are doing this. And my thought process is, if we do that, we will push people to realize that they will not be remembered as this reverent, disgusting, horrible monster that nobody wants to talk about because they're too afraid. And instead, I want these people to think that their legacy is going to be so tarnished by the individuals on the in the world that they will never want to commit this in the first place.
I wish I didn't see the chat vote. It caused me to open Twitter, which made me indescribably angry.
I am sorry to hear that, Magma. I would recommend that if you are upset by these kind of events, you don't tune in for today. At least for the first couple of hours. I'm not quite sure how long I'm going to be talking about this. I will probably ping people again when I move on to meme reviews. But again, my theory is that too many of these disgustingly mentally ill individuals have been given a pass. Here, I'm going to finish my point, and then I will read your super chat. I will read it. Gym logic. Yes, my thought process is basically gym logic. Whenever one of these gross people, and I'm not just saying that, by the way, because they are trans, which I guess has been confirmed, by the way. Whenever one of these individuals does an event like this, by giving them the reverence of keeping their name like sacred or some shit like that, you end up encouraging more people, in my personal opinion, because you make it sound like, oh, if I can just scare these people into silence, we can just do whatever we want. No. My opinion is you must show these people that they are so unpopular with what they do that if they do these events, they will not be remembered as some sort of sacred thing that people talk about in hushed tones. No, I want these people to be remembered for what they truly are. Mentally deranged individuals who are also clowns in their own right. They are all clowns. Clowns that have harmed the other individuals' lives because there is something wrong with them. Either because people let them get away with what they were doing, or for whatever reason, they were not stopped before something happened. This has happened quite a... unfortunately, this is something that is like a constant in North America. I don't really know the statistics outside of the U.S. because I really don't care about like a lot of the outside of the U.S. I care about my home right here. But it is something that has, in my personal opinion, not been properly tackled. And I feel like the best response is to point out how retarded these people are and say, look at these people, they are retarded. Let us make fun of them because they are retarded. Based? I don't even really think what I'm saying is that based. I'm just saying that the mantra from multiple... I remember when I heard Ben Shapiro say, oh, we can't mention names, we can't mention names, we got to keep hushed and quiet. It's like, why? Why? Do you think that by just not reporting on it that these people will magically stop? No. In fact, they're getting worse, it feels like. And they are targeting more people. And for some reason, they are coming from one specific persuasion of group of people. And we are going to... Well, I'll get into my own personal thoughts about that because as somebody who has studied that persuasion because of my own, like, backstory, I have some thoughts on that. Tar and feather? I wouldn't really say tar and feather. It's more just like point and laugh. It's more just like, you know, the guy that has his pants down and he pissed himself? Well, it's kind of like that, only this individual did more than just piss his pants. So, not even Ben Shapiro takes his own advice. This is probably true. Anyway, who am I talking about? So, I have a lot of tabs for today. I have taken multiple tabs. I have screenshots. I have pictures. I have things that I will not be able to show you because YouTube will not want me to share it. So please like the stream. Please share it with other individuals because this is a topic that I have to be careful talking about. And if you are interested, subscribe to the channel so that you can be up to date when I do content that's similar to this. Again, if you are a first-time listener, my job is to talk about drama, and even though this is an event that I would say kind of goes beyond just regular drama, this is still something that I feel like is important to talk about and give my 2 cents on. And even though it is semi-political, I don't care, because I feel like I am okay tipping my hat into this to give you guys my opinion on this. And again, it may not be objectively right. I haven't had anybody test my my own thoughts and opinions on this, but it is the opinion that I have based myself solely on the fact that I see that nothing is really changing and people are just choosing to put their heads in the sand, and I think that's dumb. Anyway, let us continue without little reservation here. If you are wanting to see the meme review or me complaining about the Epstein files or a couple other tiny things that have happened in the last week, you'll have to come back in an hour or two. I do not blame you if that ends up being the case. That does not... I will not blame you. They were an average Reddit Blue Sky user. I am not surprised. I am not surprised. Okay, can I start off with the fact? I have been, like I said, I spent a couple hours working on this because I wanted to pull up the appropriate amount of stuff. So I did some reading, I did some work, and I wanted to see what I could find. And a lot of people have been basically positing the same thing that I have kind of been under the same impression. And that is that the individual or individuals that are committing these acts of terror recently have all been of a certain persuasion. And I don't entirely know why that is the case. Well, actually, I kind of do know why that is the case. And I believe that it is indeed, like I said, a massive amount of mental illness that is taking place here. It's extremely obvious that there is a lot of hurt that is going on in the world right now, and the hurt is being taken out by these people committing... it's very obvious that these people need a massive amount of help, and that help is not being granted to them. And so, as part of a retaliation, these people are just harming other individuals. You said it, mental illness. Yeah, mental illness, in my personal opinion, is one of the biggest, if not the biggest factor in all of this. And I also want to say that I will probably laugh with some of the the conspiracy theories that people will posit forward, but I'm going to try and keep it straight to the facts just for the purposes of this. I kind of lost my train of thought here. Anyway, it has been noted a lot recently. Not all. I don't think it's every single one in the last like year, maybe 2. But I've noticed that a lot of the individuals that have been committing these acts of terror have all been on a certain spectrum. And by spectrum, I mean they've all been trans for some reason. For some reason, all of these individuals appear to be trans. And I feel like part of me is trying to weigh between like if I do know and what I don't know. But it is kind of like tragic to hear that is the case. They're on a spectrum, all right? Yeah. I don't know if autism or ADHD plays into it. If it does, maybe I should get myself checked out. Now, that's a joke, by the way. Don't mention names. I will use as much as I need to. Plus, the individual in question is gone. I don't know why they themselves would mention their name. And I will probably not use the full name. I will just use enough to make sure that you guys know who I'm talking about. And again, I will make sure to use as light amount as possible to make sure that we can stay chill here. Also, like the stream if you haven't already. Anyway, does spelling it count? I don't know what you mean by that. Anyway, let's jump over here. We are going to start out with a tweet that was tweeted out by Mr. Jeet himself, Kash Patel. Oh, forgot about that I started doing that. I have that on there as well. I'm going to be using this when I need to cover things that I don't want to share. But this was one of the first things that was shared by an official. Sorry, my music died there. I don't know why my music just died there. Give me one. There we go. This is one of the first things that was shared about it from the government, coming from Kash Patel, the director of the FBI, where he says, "We are aware of reports of an event at a Catholic school in Minnesota. FBI agents are on the scene, and we ask everybody to keep potential victims, civilians, or law enforcement in harm's way in your prayers. The FBI will add updates as more information becomes available." And he later would add an update saying, "Update on the event in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The FBI is investigating this event as an act of domestic terrorism and a hate crime targeting Catholics." Now, I do have to pause and say, I really don't like the use of hate crime by any political spectrum, because hate crime is just a term that people use in order to try and push political goals. And even though it's kind of like woke as a word. It's just like, oh, X, Y, and Z is woke. It's just like, oh, X, Y, and Z is a hate crime. And it's just like, I think hate crime was probably like a proper way of referring to things. I'm not totally sure. But I feel like it's been co-opted by people that just want to use it for political purposes. But technically, I guess you could say it was a hate crime. That's at least what they think it is, based off of the information that they have been given. There were 2 fatalities, an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old. In addition, 14 children and 3 adults have been injured. The shooter's been identified as Robin, a male born as Robert. The FBI will continue to provide updates on our ongoing investigation with the public as we are able. Sorry, I need to turn on my fan real quick. My AC might be fixed, but it still gets hot when it's hot outside. There we go. And he says the FBI will add updates as needed here. So, within hours of this event taking place, a lot of information was immediately thrown up about the individual in question. One of the things that was thrown up is that obviously they are trans. And that is something that a lot of people didn't really want to believe. Well, excuse me. A lot of people immediately was like, oh, it can't be trans. It can't be trans. And it was very quickly discovered that that the individual in question had his name changed at some point until 2020. Actually, it says right here, until 2020 here. So this is the I'm not going to pull it up on screen just because it does contain personal information, and I would prefer it if I didn't have to deal with YouTube getting upset with me for that. But it does state here on the document that he did, in fact, change his name when he was a minor, it looks like. So this individual was still a child when this took place in 2020. And they changed their name from Robert to Robin. So I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know how many Robins exist in the world. Excuse me. But they I don't know how many Robins are in the world that identify as male, I guess you could say. But they were a male and then they went into female. Now there were a couple of community notes that are trying to like push back against this. But it is pretty solid in my personal opinion that the individual is actually trans. They were actually trans. Like 120%. The individual is trans. And there is a reason why they would like to hide that. It is because there is, not only right now do we have a Republican president that seems to be anti-trans for the most part. We also have, I think still in the House, a Republican controlled majority, and there's a lot of pushback even in the Senate as well of individuals that are very non-supportive of trans-related things. And so because of that, I think a lot of people are really trying to push the idea that the individual is trans away because they don't want it to become a deeper issue, I guess you could say. Thank you for the 10. I am just gonna read the super chats later. I apologize for I feel like this is a time where me reading them later would probably be more appropriate. But it is easy for me to say that the individual is trans. Unless there is like some grand thing that comes out later where this individual has in their diary. By the way, multiple diaries, I guess, have been recovered, and people are sifting through them. Am I getting raided right now? Thank you for the thank you for the raid. I am talking. Okay. I was about to say if you are normal VTubers chat, you're coming into something hot. But hello. Excuse me, Leon. I appreciate the raid. Trump isn't anti-trans. Well, I would say that he is more critical of trans people than some people would probably care to admit, I would say, because of some of the policies that he's chosen to pass. I don't think that that's an improper thing to say, but it is I would say it is appropriate to say that he's at the very least way more critical of trans people than perhaps other individuals. I feel like it would be kind of silly for me not to say that if that makes sense. Trump is anti-woke, not anti-trans. I would say that's probably a little bit more accurate. I'd say that's a little bit more accurate. People are tired of fake trans AGPs. This is true. Now, I do need to make a bit of a distinction here. Appreciate the funny comments, chat. I do need to make a bit of a distinction here. Because, and this is something that, unfortunately, I don't feel like is being... litigated isn't the right word, but I don't feel like a lot of people are talking about like the difference that is very clearly needing to be spelled out here. The individual that was that did this say that people are claiming they're trans. I am probably going to say that they were not trans and maybe AGP or just probably mentally ill, because there are and just don't crucify me, but just to say, there are situations where somebody being trans is like a legitimate thing, although it's not necessarily marketed as trans. You've got individuals that have that were born like with something like Klinefelter syndrome, and I'm not going to get too deep on that because I feel like that's digging deep into a hole that doesn't need to be dug. all that really needs to be said about it is there's individuals in the world that are a little bit different, and because they're just a little bit different, they could potentially fall under the trans flag, but it not the same one as perhaps some of the individuals that I feel like would be better classified as AGP. Now, AGP stands for autogenophilia. Autogenophilia. There we go. Autogenophilia. Klinefelter's isn't trans. It's its own thing. This is true, but a lot of people would put it in the trans umbrella. That is the problem. If that makes sense. So, that's the only reason why I bring it up. Because I do know individuals. I have actually met and interacted with individuals that a lot of people would probably call trans when they're not. And I'm only making that as a distinction because I feel like it's important. The individual, Robert, isn't, in my personal opinion, actually trans. But I do believe that they have some sort of mental illness that has pushed them to this point. Intersex is so rare, it's not even worth bringing up. It is rare. I have met people that have it, though. Not going to say who, because they are IRL people that would prefer to just, like, be themselves IRL. But I have met people that have suffered from that. It's a lot different than a lot of these AGP people want you to think it is. Like, it's not like, oh, I have a dick and I have a... It's not like in hentai where you've got a girl... it's not like from hentai at all. It's actually a very serious, like, health condition. And for some of these people, their lives are drastically cut short because of it, because their body doesn't form correctly and their body isn't able to actually, like, work to the capacity that most people are able to, if that makes sense. So, like, it is something that exists, but it's not like a mystical fairy tale that a lot of people try and put it out to be. And if you try to put it out to be like that, it's just like, it's not right, if that makes sense. Could be trans or AGP. I think that, listen, no matter what, the individual is mentally ill. They are mentally ill. They have something wrong with them. And because they have something wrong with them, I think that we need to look into why. I think we need to look into what this person was studying and figure out what led them to this place. I have a blurred picture of them that I threw up as part of the thumbnail. I don't know if YouTube would be okay with me showing their picture, so I'm probably not going to. But they had a draft. The thing that's really depressing. Actually, let me see if I can find I think I had a picture of them transition next to their mother. Because spoiler alert, the place that Robert decided to go commit his act of terror on was a Catholic school that his mother worked at or was a teacher at in some kind of way, which is very depressing. Extremely, extremely depressing here. I want to know which Reddits they're part of. I imagine that will come out eventually. Now, this isn't... I gotta be careful here. I am not going to show these pictures because they are saying some very big names in here. But let's talk about some of the pictures that were recovered about this individual. Now, on these were originally posted to Reddit before they were deleted. Don't know if they were posted by him or if they were posted by other individuals that were able to capture videos of it. But Robert took a Sharpie to a lot of their equipment that they used to take on this act of terror. Is Dogwave going to join us or Ava? Ava's on a stream right now. Temp can join us later if he would like to. But am I talking about? Yes, I am. I would advise chat you glow just a little bit just because of YouTube, and I would like to maintain as educational as possible without YouTube getting upset with me here, if that makes sense. But anyway, the individual that here, let's see if I can pull up that one. Oh, that one doesn't work very well. That one requires me to take my hair off. But the individual in question took a Sharpie to a lot of their equipment, a lot of their clips, or their magazines, or whatever you call them. There's only a right and wrong way of saying it. And to a lot of their equipment. And they wrote a lot of very psychotic messages. It's also worth saying that this individual seems to have learned some form of Russian, which is very interesting, because a lot of their journals that were recovered or looked at were written in Russian. So some people had to start translating things that they were written. Am I actually going to show pictures? I will show what I am able to show. Some of this stuff I feel like YouTube would definitely get upset with me with. Some of the other stuff I feel like I could probably get away with. We'll just have to wait and see. And again, all I can say is please like the stream. All right, consider supporting the stream as well, because just in case it gets demonetized. Just letting you know. Could be Ukraine influence. It's possible. It is definitely possible. Again, the situation is still so fresh that literally people could tag me at any moment with some new information about this individual. Was it actually Russian? I'll post some picture and let you guys make a determination. But I'm gonna read some of the phrases that this guy decided to put on his service equipment. That's what I called my firearm when I used it. I'm gonna tell you what he put on some of the equipment that he used to commit his crime. So on one of his clips, the words "Where is your God" is written in big and bold, and not brash, but just big and bold. He also has like a laughing face with a "get clapped" on it. That's extremely disturbing in my personal opinion. Remember, no Russian. Speaking of no Russian, a lot of his clips also appear to have what appears to be Russian on it. One of his clips has the phrase "suck on this." This is insane. Well, one of his lists appears to just have the word "come" on it. Was this man a gooner? Was this individual I am curious if this person was a gooner as well. Maybe we need to study the extent of gooners, all right? Well, I said this on Twitter the other day, all right? Just a little gooning is okay, but if you become a hardcore gooner, there's probably an issue that you gotta resolve. Just saying. This man also does have an extensive collection of arms, I will say. A very extensive collection of arms. Let's see, another one of his clips says, "Sponsored by Black..." Oh, okay, that's kind of funny. That is extremely funny. One of his clips legitimately says, "Sponsored by BlackRock" on it. That is hilarious. Are we sure this is Russian and not Mongolian? I had somebody in my DM saying that they could translate some of it for me. I don't know if that individual is watching, but if they could confirm whether or not it's actually Russian or not. It is just kind of funny that he said sponsored. Now, chat, I don't actually think he was sponsored by BlackRock. I think that would be very hilarious. Very, very hilarious. But I don't think they were actually sponsored by BlackRock. They also have the words "killer sadist" on it as well. They did write their name. Oh, they wrote their dead name on one of their arms. They also wrote the words "Do you believe in God" on it. On another one of their clips, they seem to have written the names. There's another reason why I'm not going to show this, but he seems to have written the names of other individuals that carried out events like this. So it is very obvious that he studied these other individuals as well. So we have another indication that he... I don't know if copycat is probably the right word, because if they were a copycat, I don't know. I'm not really too versed on what makes a copycat, but they did study, it looks like, other individuals that did similar things. Which again, if they were inspired by these individuals, my point will still stand. We need to shame the individuals in memory. All right, shame them as being horrible, sad creatures that didn't get mental help that they needed, instead of like doing what I see people doing literally right now on the news. This is a glowing. This is more of a glowing agency funded thing. This is true. Thank you for the 5. Like I said, I'll read your guys' stuff later. He does have what appears to be another clip that says "End Donald Trump" and "Rip and Tear" on it. So it's very. I feel like it's kind of obvious. It's kind of obvious that this man don't like Trump. Can I say that? I feel like this guy really didn't like Trump. All right, this guy didn't really like Trump. Also, here I'm gonna see if I'm not gonna play the videos. I am not gonna play the videos because the videos were wiped off of YouTube immediately. Immediately, they were just wiped off of YouTube. But I will show you a frame from one of them that is kind of hilarious to me, and that is that he decided to have a picture of a picture of Walter White from Breaking Bad. I don't know if we need to go to the actor himself and ask him what he thinks. With the rip and tear, I'm expecting this to be used in anti-video game stuff. Oh, it 100% will be. 100% will be. Deleting social media could be destruction of evidence. Oh, here's what I will say. Yes, they are removing that kind of stuff, chat. They are definitely removing. YouTube has deleted these videos. Any accounts that this guy verifiably had on other platforms, I do believe were removed. But I don't think that they were deleted, in my personal opinion. And the reason why I believe that is companies are required by law to keep logs of individuals, whether or not for whatever reason. So it is my opinion that his stuff was probably archived, but you just can't see it because they don't want you to see it. So I do believe that it is floating around out there behind closed doors where individuals of the public are probably not allowed to see it, if that makes sense. They were placed in stasis. I don't know that for object fact. I am just stating that a lot of times when these situations happen, or excuse me, not just in general, when situations happen when social media needs to preserve evidence, they typically will keep this kind of stuff hidden for people that need it, if that makes sense. So, try not to glow. No, you do need to glow, guys. But yes, it is archived for evidence, so you will not see it. But I bet you... Excuse me. My apologies if you heard that. My assumption is going to be that these social media companies are forwarding this stuff to the president's personal email himself. So, I don't think you have to worry about that stuff not being there. It will be. It 100% will be. So, that is not a concern of mine. I would say my concern more now is just whether or not that kind of stuff will... well, I don't know. I don't really have a concern about that. These idiots will cite blank again about the video games causing violence, even if it has been debunked. Oh, no, yeah, people will cite... Listen, the video game violence scare that has happened literally time immemorial will not stop being used until games are banned or these people are told to shut the fuck up. I am waiting to see if Trump will say, yes, video games, it's those damn video games. I knew that those video games cause violence. I told Melania we have to ban video games in school. That's what I'm expecting. Now, granted, he really didn't do that. He's not really done that recently. I just remember in the last term that he's had, he did blame video games in some fashion. So I'm not saying he will, but I'm worried that he will because he has technically done that before, if that makes sense. Be suicide with his base. Okay. You say that. All right. You say that. And I am not, I want to make this abundantly clear right now. I am not anti-Trump. I'm not pro or anti-Trump. I am pro-American, all right? I am pro-America and America-based I can't say America first because that's literally the slogan of a group of people that I would consider almost terroristic. But I am based in America-based things first. If America is being put down, I don't support you, basically. And while I do agree that Trump, at the very least, is trying to do a lot of American-based things, he's also doing things that I don't feel like are very American. And I am going to talk about some of my frustrations with that after this, I will say. After this. But yeah, I do want to make it known. I am not anti-Trump. I am pro-America, if that makes sense. Okay? So if Trump becomes anti-America, then I am obviously anti-Trump. But I wish to make that known because I don't want people to think that like I am against my country if I have umbrage with, because I have multiple times just in the last couple of months been like, man, Trump, that was really stupid of you. So I just want to make that known because I know some people get excited and very passionate about politics, and I'd like to just make my stance known. So only because yeah. Only because I that is my stance. Don't be a zealot? Yes, I agree. Don't be a zealot. Anyway, let me pull back up what I was talking about here. So I had there were a couple other pictures that I wanted to talk through when it came to the individual's weapons. There's a couple other clips that I wanted to talk about. Or, excuse me, magazines. One of his magazines literally has written, "For the Children." And he has a marker on one of these clips that I'm going to bring up later. Because he's got this... Here, I'm going to... Where is it? I have a picture of it that... Oh, that should be safe here. That should be safe. So he's got one of these here. And he's got it a couple times on a couple of different areas of his stuff. And that symbol means something, chat. That symbol means something. I am slowly learning about this, but that symbol means something. I'm going to talk about it more just a little bit later. I'm going to go through my initial research of it. I could be wrong, but I'm going to talk about my research. And the fact that he has it on there, if it does mean what it does actually mean, it is indeed a deeper conspiracy than I feel like it goes. Watchdog sigil? No. I don't think that's the Watchdog sigil. At least I'm not sure it is. It's the sigil for something incredibly more insidious, in my personal opinion. Anyway, he has that symbol on this. He also has a couple of other random letterings. And again, he does have a clip that says, "End Donald Trump." Let's see. Yeah, I basically read out the... Oh, thank you for the gifted memberships. I deeply appreciate that. Hold on, I'm going to mute Streamlabs alerts. Thank you, Devastator, for that. I deeply appreciate that. You are very much appreciated. Anyway, let's move on to talking about the journal. Or journals, I guess you could say. Because there have been like one or two or a couple of journals. I guess there was also stuff written on computers as well. But I want to bring up just like pictures for you guys to see. Not like actual... again, I'm trying to be careful here. But I want to bring up actual... stills to show you guys short like glimpses into what this person was doing. So the first one that I wanted to bring up here is like a picture that they took. I believe this is the church. Now I'm pretty sure it is because this is a cross here. These are probably the pews, all that kind of stuff here. And what they ended up doing with this picture here is because this comes from their video. Okay, this comes from their video. Which I have observed as much as I can. It was kind of disturbing, so I more observing the still images here. But the video itself is what shows them like kind of taking a knife and stabbing the picture of the church. Again, a very crude image of the church, which again I think speaks to the mental illness from this. If that makes sense. Hail, hello, welcome. Speaking of the videos, those videos were immediately, well, not immediately. I want to say these were probably up for a small amount of time because people were able to archive most, if not all of them, But as soon as he uploaded them and some time passed, YouTube snapped his channel into oblivion immediately. And again, I don't think that it is gone. I think that his channel is being held in limbo so that people can study it. However, it's been released so many times, YouTube probably doesn't need to keep it, but the government is probably going to ask them to keep it as well. A lot of articles saying this is a school, not a church. I think it's a school and a church. I've been to plenty of places in my time delivering for Amazon where there are schools that are also churches. I think he even delivered to one like a couple of weeks ago, where it was like a whole compound, and it was like a church. It was a school. It was also a place where old folks went to go hang out. It's just like a lot. So I do have pages of their manifesto. I'm going to read selective parts of it for you guys. And the reason why I feel like it's important to study these things is to kind of get the idea of their mental state and to understand just how depraved and sad that they were. And again, I will reiterate, the reason why I think it is important to make fun of these individuals is to make sure that anybody that is thinking about doing this knows that they will not be remembered as some revered individual. They will be remembered as a clown, no, I almost said sexually, but a very sad individual that will not be remembered with reverence, but be remembered with laughter and maybe a bit of contempt. I don't know. So, apparently, another fun fact I just learned. Apparently, this individual wrote E-dubs on one of his weapons. If you guys don't know, E-dubs, E-D-U-P-S, is a is one of the aliases of iDubbbz. So, and I don't believe in guilt by association. I don't believe that, I think that the individual put a lot of names on here to try and make people upset or get responses. But it is kind of funny that this individual specifically picked out iDubbbz, one of the most paused, most soy, most sad individuals in the world, and put his one of his old aliases on his weapon of destruction. I wouldn't read it. I'm gonna be like I said. I'm gonna be careful. Because I do believe that reading select parts of it are interesting. I'm not going to read him talk about his intent or what he's going to do. I'm just going to read some parts of what he said. A puck as bish that was cringe enough to put memes on mags. Yes. Now, chat. I will say, I don't know how many of you are responsible firearms owners. I would ask that you don't show your hand, just in case your handlers are watching. But if you are a responsible firearms owner, without revealing, obviously, that you are a responsible firearms owner, would you write this kind of shit, all right? And I'm assuming most of you have seen these pictures here. But would you write this kind of shit all over your firearms? I'm going to tell you right now, all right? I have a firearm. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm not going to be specific about it because it's technically private information. But this seems like an extreme mismanagement of your arms, all right? Your arms are made to protect you, and it is your job to make sure that they are protected as well. And by drawing on them to the degree that he has, it's kind of disrespectful. Now, I know that there are tasteful and tactful ways to mark your firearm. I know that some people put their anime waifu on their weapons. I know that who was it? I know Kirsch got like a firearm with her face on it, basically. Now that's a little different because that's custom decal, that's custom stickers. Like people actually spent time and real money to like get that shit going. But like you wouldn't just draw on it with Sharpie. It's extremely uncouth in my personal opinion, and I think a lot of people would be upset with that. So. All my rowdy friends would say, hell no. I expect that. Strepitocious? Straptopus? What? What? Excuse me. Furries ruin their guns with decals. It depends. It depends on how the decal is done, in my personal opinion. I've seen some that are decent. I obviously can't show them on screen because, like, they're firearms. M14 waifu. Exactly, chat. But you wouldn't disrespect it, is what I'm saying. You wouldn't disrespect it. So again, like, the massive amount of disrespect that this individual has for his firearms is just incredibly sad, in my personal opinion. Incredibly sad. Anyway, let me read some of these select excerpts. It does start out with him addressing his family and his friends. He goes on to say that he does not expect forgiveness, that he's had a lot of weight. Okay, so from what I'm gathering, just off of reading this first couple of sentences, he acknowledges that he has a lot of mental instability, that he acknowledges it exists. He apologizes for the effect that his actions will have on his family's life. He says that he cares for them, and that it pains him to bring what he's about to do to his family. That is sad. That is really sad. Let's see. He then says he understands that many more people will be affected. He apologizes to his mother and father that he didn't turn out the way that they wanted. Okay, now, you know, I'm going to pause right here and say that that sounds like he's got some personal issues with his parents. Maybe you will probably never hear that. Maybe you will, I don't know. But, like, if he's admitting that he's disappointed his parents, Nyara's grifting off of this, I don't know what to I don't know what to say. Send me what they said. I'll debate if I want to say something about that. They appreciate that they were raised to be a decent person. They have kept... Oh, this is really funny here. By the way, I try not to do the iDubbbz thing and say that I have empathy, because saying that you have a good trait really just means that you don't, and that you're trying to pretend that you do. And so whenever somebody comes out and says, I'm full of empathy and all of these traits that make me a good person, I don't believe you. Just personally. I think that you show that you have these traits. Like, I'm going to come out and say right now, I struggle with these things, and I feel like it's silly that, I mean, like, I say that because I want to say I'm an imperfect individual. But, I don't think you have to say, I'm an empathetic person. I do a lot of these things. I think you just have to live it. Didn't he change his name when he was a minor? Yes. How can you do that? You can do a name change when you're a minor. You can definitely do that. I know that because when I was young and when I was adopted by my dad, I was able to do that. And in the court system where it took place, it's a very easy procedure. I'm perfect, but you do you. So now, I don't know if this is the same in all states. I'm just going to talk about where I had it done. But in the state where I had it done, it was extremely easy. And all you had to do was sign some paperwork saying that you wanted to have it done. The individual in question that adopted me said that they were okay with it. And then my name was able to be changed from what it used to be. To be honest with you, it was just a last name change, though. But like, that's kind of one way of how it works. Typically, and I looked this up when I was going through this process, typically if you want to actually change your name, you have to go through a long process. Like, you have to petition the court, and then, like, you have to tell the world that you're planning on doing it, and people can object to it for whatever reason. And if it gets approved, then it gets approved. You can do it with the help of a parent, yes. Pretty much. Anyway, as they say, they claim to have kept the traits of empathy, self-sacrifice, and a good character. I'm going to press X to doubt on that one, Robert. All right. I'm going to press... Now, to be fair, I don't know why I'd be fair, but to be fair, This person probably did have good traits with them. I did see some like pre-transition photos of them, and they did appear to be decently happy and decently well-adjusted looking. But they probably lost it along the way. I don't know. He did have the self-sacrifice part. Oh, come on, chat. That's mean. even if I probably agree. He continues on by saying, "Don't think that you failed his parents. He was corrupted by the world." It's some really interesting like self-awareness. It's kind of creepy, honestly. $50 to change your name in Virginia. Oh, there you go. I don't really know how it is in every other state. I just know how in my state I was able to do it through adoption very easily. Let's see. Life is love, life is pain. That's not a direct quote there. Too much to accept. Too many things to put up with. Oh my gosh. He then says he's tired of the pain of the world. He asks his parents to move on. He says that they don't have to forgive him, but he just wants them to move on. Okay. Forget my life. Oh, that's me. That's sad. Then he moves on to his siblings. His siblings get to have some part of this. Oh, gross. Confirming it's grifting on X. Okay, I'll take a look at it, I guess. I haven't talked about Nyar in a hot minute, so I'll take a look. He continues on by saying that he is sorry to his siblings, basically for the exact same reasons. He then moves on to apologize to his friends and asks that his friends keep the memory of the good memories of him, basically. Appreciates the good times that they gave him. The last one of the, oh, actually not the last here. There's a couple of other pages. So moving on, he does end up talking about how he has wanted this for a long time. Now, I don't know if he is specifically talking about the end of his life or the end of multiple other individuals' lives in general. I'm going to assume maybe it was a collection of both. He says that he is not right, a sad person, haunted by thoughts that don't go... Oh, yeah, listen, chat... Oh, gosh. Chat, this is why you need to follow up with people that struggle, all right? I'm going to tell you right now, I'm struggling a little bit myself, all right? I feel a little bit of the sadness, not depression sadness, but just some of the sadness. I am looking into maybe some therapy or talking to somebody that might be a little bit professional because I'm feeling some of the sadness. Definitely would never get to this level, I promise you that right now. But it sounds like this individual was ignored. Maybe. I don't know. You'd have to ask the parents, kind of like... I have a feeling if it is like all of these parents that end up dealing with this, they probably are going to claim that they didn't see the signs, they didn't know that this was coming, and it was kind of like a sudden thing to them. And maybe it was. I'm not going to say that they didn't. But this is... they're basically saying here that they are not well, not right, a sad person haunted by things that don't go away. They say they know that this is wrong, but they cannot stop themselves. And they have been depressed and suicidal for years. By the way, I should say right now, all right? I'm not going to make fun of somebody that's going through a tough situation like that, all right? If you are having dark thoughts, you are having the dark thoughts, and I'm not just talking about, oh, woe is me, I'm having a sad day today, I feel really shitty. No, I'm talking about, like, whatever the fuck this individual is going through. If you're going through those thoughts right now, I'm gonna tell you, there is obviously hope. You can reach out to somebody, all right? Even though I might not be 100% available all the time, I am here for people that need it. I will give the best I can. I'm probably going to recommend that you go to a professional or go to a clinic to sort that out. I've known individuals who've had to spend a night or a couple of nights That is something I will probably recommend because I feel like you need it if that's what you're going through. But you should not think that you are unable to feel love or feel the capacity to heal if you feel broken to the world, all right? Because there is hope. At the very least for this, by the way, at the very least, I would like this to be a lesson that people need to form connections, need to form bonds. I don't really know how much of this individual's life was just on the internet. I'm going to bet a farewell amount of it was just on the internet, because, and I'm not going to say all of it, but a large chunk of people that are having these issues live on the internet, basically. So here's my advice for you. I could stand to learn some of this myself as well. But, like, here's my advice for you. Do not spend every waking moment on the internet, all right? Getting an anti... That's funny. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm surprised that YouTube allows those as ads, but, you know, YouTube allows a lot as ads. But here's my plea for you, chat, all right? Do not stay inside all day. Do not, like, let yourself rot on the internet, all right? You need to go out. You need to interact with real people. Okay, even if you only have like a couple of friends, you don't need like a dozen, 24, a bajillion friends to be around with. I've kind of sort of learned over the years that you don't need a million friends. All right, you just need a solid group of like 3, maybe 4, maybe even 1. Like if you have one solid friend to start with that. All right, start with one solid friend, and then you can move on. But like, don't be like this troglodyte shithead that, excuse me, that did not, it seemed like, have a lot of people in their life. I mean, they claim that they had a lot of people in their life. I don't believe that, personally. I personally don't believe they had a lot of individuals that were keeping them straight, keeping them steady. And, it sounds like that is a part of it. So, yeah, I'm gonna say this for you guys to hear especially. If you know somebody that is struggling and having issues, you might want to check up on them. Am I getting raided? Thank you for the raid, Mizu. What we're talking about today's special event. It's the Plat Puddle. Yes, it is. Thank you for the raid, though. I appreciate that. I will open up the call eventually. Mizu's stream crashed. Oh, I am so sorry to hear that, Mizu. I'm so sorry. I hope that it uncrashes eventually. But thank you for the raid. The blue blur is here. No, that's Sonic. Mizu is just Mizu is Mizu. But I'm sorry to hear that, Mizu. Autism raid? Yes, autism raid. What was I going on about? Right, mental health. So what I'm trying to say, chat, is if you've got somebody like this, you need to check up on them. Now, it is kind of like hard to say that you know somebody that's like going through a lot of this, but if you feel like you see somebody struggling, don't be afraid to just say, "Hey, bro, are you okay?" I don't think you should be afraid of that. I think you should be afraid to like approach somebody and say, "It looks like you're struggling right now." I know that when I've struggled, I've had friends that are like that, and I deeply appreciate them. And I know that I've looked at people struggling very, very often. I see people struggling, and I try to do the best I can to just say, "Do you need a hand?" Mizu's a puddle of water. Yes. What is the name poll about? The name poll is about whether or not you think it's right to reveal the names of the individuals that have done these crimes. I think I'll end that poll now because it has been a hot minute. Where is the poll? Where's the poll? The poll is missing for me. I can't see the poll. But yeah, I can't start a new poll. All right, the poll's just going to stay there because YouTube won't let me change it. Okay. Anyway, I'll continue on reading what they say. But I apologize if I'm tangenting a lot. I feel it is important for me to illustrate some of these things because I don't feel like a lot of people recognize what we're seeing here. And what we're seeing is just a very deeply broken individual that obviously needed a lot more help and didn't get it, it seems. So, anyway, I'll continue. Let's see. I don't want to kneel down for injustices of this world. Okay. So they're saying that they want to leave this world because there is injustices that they do not like. And my guess is that they are talking about some of the stuff that, again, is going on with Trump. And like or hate him, Trump is doing a lot of things that a lot of people seem to be opposed with or do not like. And it sounds like this individual is no different. Whatever it is, I guess the concern with doxing criminals is any innocent in their orbit could be endangered by doxing. Well, I mean, that's not why I'm doing it. I'm saying their name because I want them to be made fun of. That's it. You should make fun of people that do these kinds of things so that the individuals who think about copycatting them know that they will not be remembered for anything other than being a laughing stock to the rest of the world. That's what we need to do, is show them that they are that those kinds of individuals are not taken seriously. So it does, but continuing reads, it looks like they're in a lot of pain. And then they allege that they are apparently dying of cancer. Allegedly, according to them, they are dying of cancer. That's interesting. It is an end self-inflicted. Now they claim that they did it to themselves, so it's probably not cancer. It's probably just them feeling sad for themselves. They cannot control themselves and have destroyed their body. Oh, apparently they were a vape user. They think they have lung cancer. That's sad. Let's see. They don't want to throw their life away in a hospital bed. They don't want to be a cancer patient forever. I don't know where that came from. That's very interesting. Maybe they got a diagnosis, maybe not. Let's see. They say, I want to go out on my own means. Due to my depression, I want to fulfill an act that has been in the back of my mind. Okay, so that's probably talking about them wanting to hurt people. He continues on by saying, you all, and I'm assuming that means their family and friends, kept me going. I find no more interest in any material. Oh, so they lost interest in all material things. I only have interest in my mission and my love for my family. That's so fucking gay. That is so fucking gay. My gosh, only the mission is important to me now. They sound literally like the IDF individual. I can't remember their name off the top of my head, but there's an individual who is literally a communist that kind of sounds just like this kind of shit. And I'm kind of worried about them eventually too, but it's beyond the point. Let's see. I want to escape from this world. Ooh. They want to escape bills, shitty jobs, people, and American injustice, because America is currently facing a lot of injustice right now. Fun fact, America's facing a lot of injustice right now. They said they are done and they refuse to bow. They will be selfish. Oh, so they're saying that they're going to be selfish, and they're going to see, I think that the beginning of this, they were trying to be very sympathetic sounding, but near the end, they just sound extremely selfish and self-centered, where they're just like, I am going to do this for myself, and you all are going to have to pick up the pieces where I left off. And it's just like, so you don't really care about other people. Like, they're like, oh, I love my family. My family's everything to me. But it's just like, no, my family is going to have to be forced. My family's going to have to face this. My family's going to have to answer for my crimes. My family's going to have to... This isn't like... That's the picking that you have to do. It's just like, these people are not anything other than mentally deranged. Mentally deranged. Let's see. It's my fault. Blame me, but move on. Let's see. They continue to say that they hope that people move past this, even if they don't forgive. Remember to be good people. And then they end off by saying they love their family. Name off their family, and they sign it with there's a little bird on it. There's a tiny little bird on it. I'll be honest with you, the bird is the cutest thing about what they have done here. There's literally nothing else cuter than the fact that they drew there's a little bird on here, and I think it's kind of cute looking. Other than that, this entire thing is extremely psychotic looking. I feel bad for that little drawing of a bird. It's kind of cute though. P.S. And then you have leave P.S.s for other people saying, for T, get over yourself and make up with mom. So in their P.S. statement, in their little P.S. statement, they're telling their sibling that starts with T, make up with mom and get over yourself. She loves you. That's hilarious. It's just like, in my final act of defiance, I'm going to tell my siblings to fucking get over themselves, to stop fighting with mom, and to make things all right. That is hilarious. I love how he's like, you will stay in the past and rot, wasting your life and happiness, or you can grow up and move on. That is hilarious. And then he also leaves a warning to not read his journals unless they really, really want to. Well, people have been reading his journals. And his journals are very insane and insufferable. People have found other parts of his journals as well. I am not going to be reading a lot of them because, again, I feel like YouTube would get mad at me. Oh my gosh, they are a brony. Holy shit, they're a brony. They're a brony, chat! Holy shit! Oh no! Brony bros! Oh, that is hilarious. Oh, that is really hilarious. Thank you for the 5. Mop to clean toilets. All right. Unmute that. Oh. Holy fuck. Thank you for the added stuff, Petite. I appreciate that. Let me make sure that that is. Okay, cool. Now let's continue. There is a lot more weird demonic shit. Now, besides him just being crazy, there's a lot of demonic shit that's been going on in this as well. There is, in one of his images, and I'll briefly show this here, this image right here. There is an image of what looks to be him, with him, only him trans, or AGP. Again, I'll let you decide. Facing what might be the devil. I am not entirely sure. It looks like he is facing either the devil or some kind of devil, and he is asking words. Now, I have been given some clarification. The words are not Russian per se, but they are using Russian characters. In fact, I've had somebody tell me that it looks like it is Russian, like it reads as if somebody had just learned Russian, but not actually like taken the time to use Russian language. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Basically, it's just like he's writing down Russian lettering, but it's not Russian words. It's just a fucking English boy that writes in Russian, if that makes sense. Look like a random horse sticker. It might. Well, I don't think it's like MLP like, but I would believe it if this guy was a brony. If you've got a unicorn on your page like that and you're a dude, more often than not you're a brony, unless you're a yippie or not a yippie. Yippies aren't horses though. Russian through bad Google Translate. That's my assumption, is that he is just really bad at speaking, really bad at Russianese. Yes, thank you. That's a good way of saying it. But there have been translations of what he wrote. So at the top of the page, there is the writing who, and then when will this end, and help me, then I don't want to, then help, and then KYS. So those are the words that were written on this page here. Very, very weird. Very gross, weird shit. But again, speaking of the gross, weird shit, let me bring up another thing that kind of like lends credence to the whole demonic stuff. So this is a post that I found on the internet that is talking about this. And the individual posits saying that there are two recognizable scribblings that people have a lot of knowledge on. One of them being the Order of Nine Angels, and then the 764 network. Now, I don't know if you guys know what 764 is. I am very loosely knowledgeable on 764. All I know is that 764 is basically a ring of pedophiles. Not joking, not kidding, not being ironic in that at all. 764 is a pedophile gang ring that has been terrorizing a lot of people in the country. I know about them primarily because I am a Medicare fan, and I follow a lot of what's been going on with Medicare. And he has himself been fighting with some of the individuals that allege to be part of 764. And the insignia that's on that firearm appears to be the 764 insignia. I don't know. Why Order of Nine Angels? It could be because he wants to place blame on them or some shit like that. I don't know. One thing that is important to remember is when people do these kinds of events, they typically try to ascribe the blame of their actions to people that are completely innocent and have never done anything in their lives. Like, this individual said Brandon Herrera was one of his inspirations and that you should vote for him for president. And then Brandon Herrera came out and obviously disavowed him. And I think that he is right for disavowing him. I don't think the idea that we shouldn't utter his name is a proper one, because again, got to name and shame these idiots so that people are less likely to do this in the future. But Brandon Herrera did come out and say, I have no idea why this person said my name, because I don't agree. Excuse me, I can speak. I don't agree with him. This guy's part of the pedo ring. I don't know. Very initial speculation is I don't know. But the fact that he put that on there is very interesting to me. I don't know. It is also worth mentioning. That it's worth watching those people. I will say that those people are kind of dangerous, so stay away from them, obviously. Obviously, don't mess with them, don't talk to them, let the authorities handle them. Like I said, they are some of the individuals that allegedly, and I say allegedly because I don't think it's been prosecuted yet, but allegedly they are connected with doxing and swatting people. And oh man, this gets really deep, heavy into conspiracy territory. And so I beg your forgiveness as I posit this. Give me a drink. But I have, in my very brief time listening to conspiracy theorists, heard the idea that some of these rings of people, in these rings of people, that also are like pedophiles, they groom children from a young age using the internet. And some people are under this belief, and I don't know how much I believe this myself. I am not well versed in it. I am just relaying some random stuff I heard on the internet, and I'm like, that could make sense. Schizo mode, yes, this is 100% a schizo opinion based off of listening to schizo people like Alex Jones, who more often than not tends to be right, sadly. But some people believe that these deranged individuals are groomed from organizations like that or similar to that through the internet, and whether it's child abuse through exploitation or child abuse through something like this, it's both child abuse in my personal opinion. These individuals, I don't know if brainwash is the right term, but these individuals basically turn these children into weapons, basically. That's kind of a gay-ass way of saying it. My apologies. But that's basically what it is. And so I am under the belief that that could be the case. I am under the belief that that some of these individuals are taken by these organizations and they are trained by these organizations to do this kind of shit. that their minds are warped and manipulated, and there is probably a lot deeper shit going on that we just haven't uncovered yet. So this better not be used to enforce age verification. You know it will be. As much as I would hate to admit it, I believe it will be. Lindsey Graham's so hard right now. 764 has been implicated. Well, I don't have proof of that. Again, I only know of them through their very brief stumblings with the hat salesman. But it is my idea that children are used by these organizations to commit acts of terror. And it is, in my opinion, that is kind of an easy thing to do, because you can brainwash a child, get them to commit these acts of terror, and then it's kind of easy to just brush it off. I don't know. I don't know if that's a conspiracy theory. I am just trying to dot and cross my stuff right now, because I don't have a lot of that shit in front of me. I am just going based off of what I had listened to, because I went down a rabbit hole on this when I was at work one day, and I went down a rabbit hole and started listening to this shit, and I was like, man, this is really gross, very sad, very depressing. I can't believe 764 was started by a child. I didn't say that. I am not claiming that. I am just claiming that they use children to do these kinds of things. And I'm not even sure of that. I don't want to get sued by a terrorist organization for defamation. I'm just saying that we have an individual that put the mark of a pedophile terrorist organization on their firearm. This organization is known for child exploitation, allegedly, and have done to acts of terror through other means, either through doxing or swatting or a mixture of the both. So I'm willing to believe that an organization like that could do that. Don't have proof, so I'm not going to say it's a proof. I'm just saying that if all of this other stuff is happening in connection, I could believe it. 764 has been known to use Roblox. Yes. Also, I did want to talk about Roblox a little bit. I know, I apologize. My throat's kind of going out now. I'm sad. 764 is behind bars, and he was a child. That is creepy. That is very creepy. Regardless, all right? Regardless, it is really interesting. Extremely interesting. And I am very shocked that a lot of people aren't paying attention to that. Because I do believe that could be the case. I don't know. I can start a new poll. Thank you, YouTube. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that it could be? Because, again, I will 100% say there is a lot of mental illness on display with Robert. All right? A lot of it. Okay? So much to the point where it's almost depressing. And I do believe that is a massive part as to why things happened. But I also think that this doesn't start from just somebody in their head. This kind of shit gets spread on the internet. And I know that people saying, oh, this is going to be another rung used to talk about age verification. I think this should be another example of why we need to tell people that children should not be on the internet. All right? This is another example, excuse me, why children should not be on the internet. Because most adults don't fall for this shit. I'm sure some of them probably do. But most adults don't fall for this shit. Most adults don't fall into this trap where they get taken over by evil Satan, and I do use satanic in the worst way possible. evil satanic individual, and I'm not talking jokey like, oh, I'm a Satanist, I believe in Satan and all that. No, I am saying these are evil people, all right, that take the will of Satan, which is to cause chaos and destroy the world, destroy God's creations, and for their own pleasure. And I firmly 100% believe that this is a very satanic thing that is being used to sow discord and chaos. Yeah, that sounds very gay and Christian to me, I know, but like that is my explanation for it, if that makes sense. Genuine demons, yes, I do believe that demons exist. Some of them in human form, some of them inviting demons into their heart, but yeah, I genuinely do believe that that is what this is. And I do believe that, unfortunately, Robert was caught in the crossfire of that because he was a Reddit user, because he was a user on the internet. I can already imagine how this could have started. It's extremely depressing. This should be a PSA to every one of you here that you need to take care of your family. Surprise Melanie Mac appearance. Dear sweet baby Jesus, no. Doesn't Melanie Mac have the quartering to be on where she's not getting paid because he's a broke-ass bitch? Sorry, that was very mean of me. I'll leave that for the casino to laugh at. Well, I'll laugh at it too, but anyway. People need to take care of their family. People need to have conversations with parents. Because the internet is not a safe place. I am 110% in the boat of banning children from the internet. Now, obviously, you can't ban every child from the internet. I don't believe that. She doesn't get paid? That's an allegation. That's not evidence. That's not evidence. It's an allegation I'm making. But children need to be banned from the internet. I've said jokingly, like, oh, we've tried it with kids, and kids can't be protected properly without invading our privacy. So kids just need to be banned. And I agree. No more kids. No more kids. All right? Kids need to be in a very closed-circuited, very non-internet focused version of the internet, which is no internet, basically. They should not be allowed to connect to the internet. If they have a computer, they want to play Minecraft, they play offline. They want to play video games, they can't play online. Okay? Block them from SMS. I mean, block them from that too. I'm down for that. Block children from SMS, the ability to text and to talk to people on the phone. Yeah, sure. I agree with that. Or you should give them a phone that only has parents' phone numbers on it. Kids need to be brainwashed without the internet. Exactly. My child has to go to school and get brainwashed. Because if you take the kids off the internet, maybe they'll be less. Oh, that's gross of me. I won't finish what I'm saying. Anyway. There were a lot of responses to this. And I I feel kind of gross going over some of them. But a lot of people are trying to weaponize this for their own gain. The mayor of Minneapolis, he is a Democrat, which is funny. He is getting upset at people saying to pray for the victims, and it's just like, why? Why can't I pray for the victims? Why can't I offer my condolences? It's extremely sad. Don't know why he would say. Now, to be fair, he is Democratic, but you know, whatever. Restrict the parents' internet access. I agree. Charge the parents with neglect. I'm for that. I told my mom about this. My mom got kind of defensive at first when I told her. She's like, how are you going to do that? And I was like, oh, it's easy. Put guardrails in place, make the law simple and easy to understand, which means it's going to get abused, obviously. But parents need to be thrown in jail if they can't manage their children. Excuse me. But I think parents need to be deeply punished for their lack of paying attention to their children. Now, I won't say that my parents were perfect, but they did a pretty decent job with me. They didn't helicopter parent, but they also kept track of me, if that makes sense. There's a difference, a very good difference, where parents don't need to like ask you what you're doing on your phone all the time, but they do need to be invested in your life. I think my mom and dad sometimes checked who did what on the internet. I still don't know how to do that on my own router, but I need to figure that out because I'd like to know how my router saves that kind of information, mostly just for myself. I'm just curious, and I'm autistic about programming now. But like, I feel there is a lack of parenting and being able to come in and actually like give a damn, if that makes sense. And it bothers me. It deeply and truthfully bothers me. I see it everywhere. When I was an Amazon driver, I would see many children either outside or in public places where the parents just let the child be consumed by the internet, by their devices, or the parent would hold it to their face and distract them with it. And it's just like, you really don't give a shit. All right? You really don't give a shit. I am 100% ready and willing to tell any parent I see, not at work, obviously, because I like to maintain my job. But like, if I see a parent, and I'm not like an openly confrontational person, you're not going to see me actually go out and say this, but like, I am 100% willing. If a parent asked me what I thought of their parenting while their child was on a video game, I'd say, you're the worst parent around. You are the worst parent around. You're allowing your child to have access to a dangerous place that you are not watching. And I'm kind of done being happy about it, or being quiet about it. I think that children need to be banned from the internet. I think parents need to be held accountable for their children. I think that it's not my responsibility to make sure your child doesn't see something they're not supposed to. I mark my streams as not made for children, and if a child comes in, you're banned. If you say you're a child in my stream, you're banned. No holds barred. I think you're joking. You might just get timed out, because I know some of you are, but I would ask that you don't do that to me. But I'm done with letting other parents get away for their children not being supervised. And I think that parents need to be held to account if their child gets into something they're not supposed to. If a parent is neglectful and their child gets into something, they should be charged. They should be charged. Legislating this is too far. I think that the problem is that you couldn't legislate this. I don't think you could. Again, it goes back to the idea of no legislation. But I am of the idea that if a child is beholden to a crime, maybe the parents should take some of the brunt of that. If it's found that they were neglectful, yeah, you should be charged with a child neglect. You know, your child gets exposed to something online. Well, where were you? What were you doing? What steps were you taking? And if you were taking all the right steps and your child still fell by the wayside, then you're fine. But if your child was doing all this and you weren't taking an invested interest in your child, I think you should be charged. I think you should have some sort of neglect put on you. But, you know. Again, I didn't turn out perfect, but I think my parents did a damn good job at what they did. I think my parents did as decent as they could. It's odd. Of course it's odd. I'm not going to say that the idea is perfect. I don't know if you could perfectly, like, put a law for that down. So, you probably couldn't. You really couldn't. But it is nice to dream of that idea. So, I turned a year older yesterday. Happy birthday. You didn't say anything. You should have told me so I could say happy birthday to you in Discord. Happy birthday. But no, I am very done with, because again, when it comes to the situation that happened this morning, it is multifaceted. It is multi-issue. By strictly just saying, oh, it's guns, or it is guns only, you are deeply defeating the purpose. You are, one, doing a massive disservice to the individuals that were harmed or killed. Massive disservice. A disgustingly massive disservice, in my personal opinion. And you're taking away from actually solving the issue. The individual talked about today was very, very obviously mentally ill. It's obvious that there are some extensive external influences that that went into influencing this individual's life. And because of those external influences, this individual suffered massively because of it. And nobody found out until the end. I mean, we don't really know if the parents knew anything or whatever. We don't know at all. But I'm willing to bet that there was neglect or there was something wrong somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. It's extremely sad. Extremely sad. Now, I did speak about people not necessarily making it all about them, but trying to push a narrative. You know, Tim Walz himself was also pushing a narrative. I think he is the governor of that state. Yeah, he's the governor of Minnesota. Tim Walz coming out and saying how he is one of the biggest proponents of trans rights and how he has made Minnesota a trans sanctuary, essentially. And, oh gosh. Oh gosh. I guess what happened. But there was one other individual. I'll talk about them briefly. I'll have to zoom in on the image because the image itself has some very anti-Semitic dogma in it. Very, very anti-Semitic dogma that would definitely get everybody banned and maybe make a white supremacist blush. Need to have your apparent penalties? I don't know. That's a discussion for a different day, in my personal opinion. It's a discussion I want, but I don't feel like it fits here. So, I will tell you. I want to have a discussion about it. Maybe have a panel talking about it. Don't feel like today's the right day, as much as I would like to. But Nyara had an opinion on this. I'm just gonna take off my hair, by the way. Nyara had an opinion on this. Should bring me on when we talk about it? Sure. Nyara, when retweeting somebody that talks about how the individual also had a bunch of anti-Semitic and racist things printed on his gun, Nyara decided to saying make it all about them is not proper, even though it sounds kind of funny. No, they decided to make it for gun laws. I should say, chat, I do need to have some transparency with you here. I haven't talked about Nyara. A couple reasons. One of the biggest ones being that there really is no reason for me to constantly reiterate things that I've seen them say. So why would I? Why would I constantly point and laugh at what they say? Because I've already made 3 videos on the subject. Or them as a subject. What else can I say other than just Nyara has made an extremely stupid statement, and I think that they need to be dabbed on for it. I also think that they have very wrong interpretations of the world based off of their limited understanding. And so I can really only get so mad. And maybe that's just me deciding that I don't care so much anymore. But I just look at them and I'm like, I feel like this is wrong. I feel like what you're saying is wrong. What you're trying to advocate for is wrong. So, Nyara goes ahead and says, I wish the Protect the Children gang would use this to advocate for gun laws instead of pushing gender ideology. When, again, the issue with this kind of stuff was never about gun laws, all right? I don't know who needs to hear that. I don't know who needs to hear that. For the people in the back, I guess. But this has never been about gun laws. This has always been about the mental health of somebody. And I don't know if... well, I was about to say maybe a sit-down and education thing would help, but I disagree that that would help. I don't know what education to them would be given to help them understand that it's not about gun laws. All right? Because for those that don't know, taking away guns doesn't fix anything. All right? Taking away people's right to defense doesn't fix what goes on. All right? All right, you want to know how England is doing? Don't mention England, by the way. Some people get very pissed off. Not Nyara in specific. Don't mention England because some people get very upset when you mention England. But ever since England has lost their rights for protection, they can't even own a knife. Hell, I think a girl, like literally a teenager, a 14-year-old even, was arrested and charged in England for owning not a saw, an axe and a knife to defend off a creep that was filming her. Like, you had this immigrant that was filming her, and she took out an axe and a knife to defend herself. And she was arrested. She was basically told by the government that she is wrong for defending herself against this foreign invader. And she was taken to jail. This is insane. You know, that's incredibly fucking retarded to me, man. I can't imagine. I mean, I can imagine because I see it. But I cannot imagine how fucking buck-broken that feels. To be told by your government you're not allowed to defend yourself. If some creepy guy who happens to, for whatever reason, be an immigrant comes at you and he wants to film you, the UK is okay with that. Okay. So, I'm sorry, Nyara. Gun laws will not fix this. There is no sense of the word where a gun law will fix what's going on. The guy is actually a predator. I would have to see some proof for that to believe you, but that's crazy. But anyway, that's just one of the few examples. I kind of want to get off of this topic because my throat is extremely dry again. I didn't expect it would get this dry this fast. And I apologize, chat. But that some people are trying to use this situation for that purpose, and it's kind of gross. Kind of gross. Please drink water. I'll get some more water soon, I promise. Minnesota has strict gun laws? That's funny. That's really funny. Drink water? Okay. I'll drink water here soon. I'll drink water here soon, chat. Don't worry. But yeah, that's the event from today. I apologize if it was not really fun to listen to. It definitely wasn't very fun to research because, and I haven't seen, thankfully, anything explicit or like gross, but it has, saying trauma is extremely gay. It has given me like some form of, it has upset me is really the easiest way to say it. And I'm not going to pretend I know how to solve this in one fell swoop, because I don't. I don't feel like one quick thing will solve this mental health crisis that we are finding ourselves in at this time. But nobody takes it seriously. I mean, like, a few people do. I imagine you guys probably do. But it's sad. It's sad to me because it's going to continue. And there's not really much I can do about that, except for make these streams, try to be educational. And yeah. Crazy part is that the artwork where it has her going, "Where are the men? Yes, we'll do it ourselves," not recognize that everything that has made her go to jail is why men aren't. What? Oh, that's interesting. That's a side tangent. But yeah. I need a small break, chat. I'm gonna grab some water. Put something in my mouth to help get saliva going. Then when I come back, we will definitely do meme review. Might not do Epstein. Because I might just I might end early because of how dry my throat is, but we're gonna do meme review. That's easy for me to do. That's very easy for me to do. So give me like 5 or so minutes, and then when I come back, we'll continue.
Thank you, user, for the follow.
Okay. I think we're back. I think it's time to read some super chats, chat. I think it's time to read some super chats because I would like to. Hi, hello. So I'm gonna read some super chats. We're gonna take this moment to like just chill while I do that. I'll give you guys some background as well, because I do have this on in the background. Although probably won't be for very long because I do have memes coming up after this. And if I do complain about the Epstein stuff, this will be on in the background as well. Excuse me. Although I'm leaning towards just doing meme review and being done. Because again, I've already done a lot of speaking today, and I feel extremely silly to say that that really got it tired it a lot out of me. I need to work up the endurance, I guess. But anyway, number 1, thank you, Mercenary, for the 2. Sonic the Hedgehog is as some of the best music ever. It does, and that is why I keep it. Also, really quickly, I wanted to say thank you to Sly for the 8, it looks like. Yeah, the 8 community gift memberships over there on Twitch. Very much appreciated. And thanks, Dama, for the raid earlier. I saw that you came in. Also, look at this. I have a Ghast. I have a happy Ghast. He's my buddy. He's my buddy. Mercenary again for 2. How sad is it that Sonic has better metal music? It is extremely sad. Excuse me. Internet Zenmaster for 10. If I had a nickel for each time an M to F trans pew-pewed a Catholic school, I'd have at least 2 nickels at this point. Oh, and the jerk off probably just ruined a bunch of classic internet memes too. FML. Yeah, it's becoming a trend, and I wish that it would be taken more seriously than it is, but I don't think it will be. I'm gonna head out. All right, you have a good one. Mercenary for 2, how many SRIs or MK Ultras was he under? Well, we don't know anything about that, but who knows? Who knows? Mercenary again for 2. No such thing as conspiracy theory, just early. I mean, this is true, but like a lot of what I think of is literally, in my personal opinion, it's like, okay, this is my own conspiracy. That makes sense. Mercenary again for 2. How much do you want to bet the FBI knew this guy? I don't know. I don't know. Speaking of knowing, I'm going to ban that guy from my chat. Thank you for being a bot. Who knows, though? Oftentimes, the FBI does know who these people are by beforehand, but you never really truly know, I guess. Internet Zen Man for 10 again. As a Catholic, I'm perfectly okay with them using the label hate crime, domestic terrorism on the turd in question. Thank God Cash made it so the news couldn't hide the individual was trans. Yes. I will say I'm kind of critical of Cash Patel because he is he's Jeet. He's a Jeet, but he is at the very least trying to point out issues. So I would say that he's definitely doing his job, and we're grateful for that. We're grateful that Trump made him the head of the FBI. I mean, like, if he doesn't like bring in a whole bunch of Indian friends and smell like curry all day, I think that's fine. Wolfsbane for 5. Hey, Akko, and chat, I'm placing this here because I'm going out on my phone is a prick that doesn't allow supers under 5. By the way, why is it always Robin and Faye? I don't know what you mean by always Robin and Faye. And it's also kind of weird that your phone won't let you do supers under 5 because well, as far as I know, there's no setting for that, but maybe YouTube is just being crazy. No idea, but thank you for the 5 anyway. It's very much appreciated. Grugar for 2. Remember, no Russian. Indeed. Mercenary for 5. I never support Ukrainians. They're full of traffickers of humans under 17 or younger. That's the best of times. I'm not going to say that's all of Ukraine because I've heard a lot of people that have lived in the Ukraine that, like, they haven't had horrible experiences. I think it's just probably within the last decade, specifically the last decade, where they've been fighting, where shit has probably gotten worse and worse. Although I'm allowed to be wrong. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. Internet Zen Man for 5. Board had the classic troll face in it. Jackass is going to get a bunch of classic memes labeled as hate symbols. Yes. I mean, like, if we know the ADL, which we know the ADL, chat, maybe they will push for the hate symbols of a lot of those things. Who knows? Devastator, thank you for the 20 gifted memberships and for becoming a member yourself. I need to, like, come up with some sort of, like, clip, like Legal Mindset does when people gift memberships of any amount. I would say I need to work on that. But thank you, I appreciate that. Mercenary for 2. If I had anything on mine, it'd be a laser etched. I'm assuming you're talking about your firearm, and if that is the case, yes, that is typically the right way to do it, is to laser etch it or to get custom parts made with whatever you want on it. Just don't Sharpie it. Have I got Caliban yet? No. I have not logged into Warframe yet for that. I'll be honest with you. I'm approaching the point where I might, like, just take my small hiatus from Warframe until the next major update. I heard that his new sniper is legendary, though, so I heard it's basically like the sniper from Destiny, the high-powered one from Destiny that everybody fawned over because it was like Golden Gun for everybody. And then my buddy Ty got mad because they gave Golden Gun to every class in Destiny with a gun. I heard it was basically like that, but better. It's crazy good. I've heard that it is crazy good. Yeah, I haven't gotten it yet. I will probably at some point log in to grind for it. I just haven't done so yet. But yeah, Caliban is the brand new Prime Warframe that exists. Very exciting, very fun. I am obviously interested in getting him eventually, even though he is one of the frames that I rarely have touched because he's one of the more least played ones. But I will get him, I will build him, I will play him, because that is my rule whenever I play Warframe, is to play the most recent frame before I just go back to playing Wisp as my main. Drops lightning like Zeus. That's what I've heard. Devastator, also thank you for becoming a member. Mercenary for 2, if I had anything on mine to be laser etched. Okay, I read that already. Internet Zenmaster for 5. In fairness to Akko, the Ahigao grip exists for some pistols. The ultra cringe scribbling in silver Sharpie on it is lame. I agree. Also, the Ahigao thing is kind of cringe. Well, not kind of. It is ultra cringe. I used to think it was kind of silly. I think I even have a hoodie for it somewhere that somebody bought for me on Throne. The Ahigao thing is something I would never, ever, ever wear in public. Because there are kids in public, and the Ahigao hoodie kind of like, even though it's not like explicit or lewd, it's implying quite a lot. And I imagine parents are very upset when they see something like that. So that's not something I would wear in public. So I don't know. That's not something I would ever wear. Nor would I ever put that on a gun. If you put that on your gun, I'm sorry, that's just cringe. Very cringe. If you put the Ahigao thing on your gun, you're kind of cringe. I'm sorry. If you're a viewer of mine, know that you're forgivable, but you are cringe. Oh, goodness. My best friend bought an Ahigao hoodie for his cousin for his 30th birthday a few years back. Oh, I'm sorry. That's funny. But again, also incredibly cringe. Let's see. Internet Zen again for 5. Empathy, self-sacrificing, good character. Narrator, well, that was an effing lie. I need that JonTron clip where he's like, well, that one didn't age well. Guns don't need statements on them. Guns are statements. Yes. Wolfsbane for $9.99. Anybody who says I am the king is no true king. Twins Lannister is the same for anything else. You get told your actions set the tone on you if you're empathetic or not. Exactly. I try not to say, oh, I'm a super empathetic person. I kind of just say, oh, I'm a horrible person and I'm trying to be better. That's the key word, trying right there. Because when you say try, you're not saying I am, you're saying I aspire to be or I am trying to be. That's way better than just saying I am X, I am Y. Because typically it comes off a lot more humble to just say I am trying. Like, I remember in Sunday school, like, there was a whole song, I was like, I'm trying to be like Jesus. It's just like, I am not Jesus, I am trying to be like Jesus. It's just like, that sounds way better, and you don't have to, like, try and be a major asshole to people because of it. Oh, I am out of space. Might want to go clean that up. But I agree. Mercenary for 2 sounds like brainwashing to me and trying to break it. When it comes to the guy, maybe... he definitely had some kind of, like, shit that was put in his head that he decided to not, like, step away from. All I will really say, chat, is if you're dealing with dangerous people, don't deal with dangerous people. All right? Just don't deal with dangerous people. Okay? Okay? Just don't. I don't know. Maybe I'm, like, trying to, like, sell it too easily, but, like, don't touch dangerous people. That is a lot of stone in there. Holy cow. The drawers mod is so useful. Internet Zen for 5. Hatred's not Mr. Not Important has more subtlety and nuance than his whining. Yeah, the guy, like legitimately, again, I want this man to be remembered as a clown. Not a clown like me, but an actual clown. Like somebody that is such a whiny bitch. That you should remember him only as an uber whiny bitch. Okay? Let's all remember this guy the way he lived. As a bitch. Okay? Just like all of the other shooter guys. I only look at them as bitches that did not score. Alright? Here lies X person. He went and did a horrible act, but he never scored. I'm just thinking of fucking what is it? Beavis and Butthead. Where they're like, I don't want to die before I scored. We haven't scored. And so here lies X person. He never scored. And then he committed a crime and died. So yeah, that's how I would like to remember him. The idiot that never scored. Lord Bruticus for 5. I'm off to clean the toilet, so I'll have to catch the VOD later. It was a mistake to shut down the mental asylums. I agree. Internet Zen for 5. Order of Nine Angels, the white supremacist satanic group. The hell are they doing there? So I was thinking about that because I have seen that people like Sylvie Sparks are trying to like say that this guy wasn't a trans person, but instead an alt-right shooter. That's not possible, in my personal opinion. It is definitely not possible, in my opinion. This individual is definitely trans, based off of the stuff that I've seen on them, and not only that, but I've seen stickers that they have. They have like the shitty equality stickers in their thing. They are definitely trans. I believe that 110%. Now, while you can be trans, I also think that you can be a Nazi as well. Because if you guys don't remember, people on the left have been becoming more and more and more anti-Semitic recently, because of the Palestine shit. And so it is believable to me that the individual probably did see themselves as kind of a Nazi, because they are a Nazi against against Jews, against Semitics. So yeah, I could believe that maybe that's what they thought. Who knows? You can, but not with that group. I'm not sure what you mean. I don't know. I don't know. All I do know is that Sylvie is wrong, either intentionally or... I mean, like, I also subscribe to the fact that Sylvie Sparks is literally just another retard. Fuck, I was retarded. And so because of that, I don't really put a whole lot of stock into what he says. I know that he has oftentimes abused his what he has to try and get his way, because he often doesn't get his way. He's also very autistic, if I remember correctly. So... Now, I'm not saying that is a bad thing, because I'm also autistic, but, like, Sylvie is just one of those guys where he will lie or is just retarded because he is retarded. Love is Blind? Yes. Let's see here. Internet is in again for $10. Given that he targeted a church full of children during mass after trapping them, this is a time where I actually think the shooter might have been a victim of long-term demonic influence. I believe that. I 110% believe that the guy had some demonic influence in him. A lot of the times when we see these kind of individuals, either they do claim or it kind of feels like there is some sort of deeper spiritual element to it. 110%, I think that. 110%, I do believe that. I think it's not out of the realm of possibilities, and this individual is creepy. So... Anyway, Ben for €2. England is my city. Well, you might want to leave it because it is extremely fucked right now. A Lion fan for 5 months. Good to catch your stream, Akko. Let's have some fun making fun of the event and the memes. Yes. Yes, 100%. Again, like I said, I don't hold any reverence for people of this nature. You make fun of them so that their copycats learn that they will never be taken seriously. So, and that's my opinion. People are welcome to argue otherwise, but I do believe that is one of the best ways to stop people from being this retarded, is to make fun of them. We need to, chat, we haven't bullied enough people. Excuse me, that's a joke. We haven't made fun of enough people that might do this kind of shit. If we make fun of these people, maybe they'll realize that it's not worth it. I don't know. And let's see here. Ben again for 2. I don't care if Kisser arrests me. Not see the femboys are cute. What? Not see the not see. Oh, I get it. I get it. Are you trying to say that Aryan femboys are cute or some shit like that? I don't know if that's what you're saying, but that's funny. People deserve to get roasted more? Yes. Yes, they do. Anyway. Oh, goodness. It is time for meme review, chat. You guys have posted a lot of memes. I think you have. So I'm gonna go through them from my Discord. I have asked that that you guys post memes that can be on Discord, and my mods have told me that the memes, excuse me, that have been posted are safe for YouTube. So let's go through this. I started it back on 8.8. Might be able to go through everything here. We'll see. We'll see. And we'll see how many we can get through here. I'll go as long as I feel like I'm able, and then I think I'm going to call it. YouTube's going to cry? I don't know. We'll see after the stream's over. So this one is by McSkittles. I don't think people should be allowed to buy these kinds of games. Nobody's talking to you. Just process. It's I like that. It's good. I've seen a lot of this kind of meme. It's really good. Oh, that's a good one too. There's no gooning. That's collective shout in the Australian flag. Oh goodness. If we can trust magical girls to save people, we can trust them to beam people they deem worthy of death. Excuse me? Sheriff, you're comfortable with letting magical girls be the judge, jury, and executioner. I don't want a 13-year-old girl that saves people's lives to kill people. What the fuck? What the hell? Oh, is this an oh, this is an Occo meme. I think. Me when Occo reaches a milestone. Me when Temp reaches a milestone. Me whenever I see a... Wait, what? Well, this was good. Gunther, what are you talking about here? I don't get it. It's funny, but... Okay, apparently this one is... I am not watching that. Come on, you guys are funny. No. Absolutely not. You guys don't think I don't know that? Come on. Mods, you fell behind. Gold ship randomly drop kicks people? Ah, okay. Innocent animation? Fuck no. You guys are retarded if you think that's innocent. Anyway. Girls, when they see an opportunity to get their man hard in a place he shouldn't be. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, alright. No, why? I don't get it. Are you the trainer of the horse that won? Yeah. Gosh damn it. You don't get it, do you? Oh, okay. See, again, I don't understand a lot of the horse memes. You guys might have to explain the horse memes to me. But I think I get this one. She's coming to beat him up because she won. I get ya. Okay. Okay. Why are you spoilering that? Okay, I think it's safe to watch. I think it's safe to watch because I think. Wait, why can't I hear it? Oh, that might be why. Can I do it again? Yeah, I can. Damn. Bone Malone strikes again. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's simple. Where's the money gun run? I get it. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Wait, somebody started a meme discussion? All right, what's this one? Okay, I'm gonna mute that because that's definitely copywritten. It's just a dancing, a dancing rat. That's good. Boner gang, no chat. Where's the money fruit is superior? I agree. What the fuck? Why? No, I don't like that. I don't like that. Dancing rat, yes. Sir, a second charity fraud hit the internet. Oh, that's a good one. It's classy. I think I've seen this one before. It's classic though. Fear no man, but that thing, it scares me. You should fear this, chat. You should fear Mizu. You should fear what you cannot understand. Alright, what is this? This is 26 seconds. Hold on. That is extremely low, too.
You know.
Employment?
Oh!
What sort of crazy moon talk is he speaking? Got me. Just smile. Don't break eye contact.
I've seen these ducks before, but I don't know where they're from. Can somebody tell me where the ducks are from? I've seen a lot of the fucking what's it called? The job memes. I'm going to assume that's that a couple of these are job memes. Oh, this one's good. Who ate all the donuts? I don't know. I don't know who ate the donuts.
Yo, let's cut some bread with something sharp. Oh, that's nice. Bread.
Oh my gosh.
Bread.
Is this 30 seconds of this?
Bread.
Oh. Look at how far deep it's gone. Hold on. It's somewhere up there is the original video. Holy shit. Oh my gosh, and the guy returns! Look, right at the very end, the guy's back. Like Chris Chen levels of playing, replying to yourself. That's hilarious. Okay, is that the bread meme? I get the bread meme now. Cool. I get the bread meme now.
Okay? Because this whole attitude you got, you act like it's the end of the dadgum world for you to get up and go take that garbage out and you don't do nothing all day. I go to work all day in the blistering hot sun, putting food on the dadgum table, and the least I expect from you is to take out the garbage.
I don't get it.
Okay? Have some respect.
Maybe that's Dawn when Dawn is being told to take out the trash. I don't know. The hell? What the hell? What? I don't get it. Why? Oh, he's got... Wait, what? See, this is Roblox. Roblox is terrifying to me. Roblox is terrifying. I don't understand it. Why is he screaming with the fruit? I don't get it. I don't get it. This poor kid is being harassed by pictures of fruit.
Every time I put some shit down, you run your fucking ass over there and put your motherfucking hands on. That's alright, cause tomorrow when I get my check and I go grocery shopping, I wish a motherfucker would touch something in my motherfucking house. You don't pay no motherfucking bill, but I always got your motherfucking mouth on something. I'm sick of this shit. And Tuesday, come Tuesday, I'm taking that I'm turning the motherfucking cable on. I'm turning all this shit on. Y'all lay around this motherfucker. You
Is this actually true? As a not black person, according to the internet, is this actually true? Is this what I need to act like? Hold on a moment. Yes. Oh. According to Jazz? Okay.
Won't half-ass wash dishes, running my motherfucking light bill up. Every time I ask you to do something, you got your motherfucking face and shit all toe up. Get out my motherfucking face. Mommy. No, because I'm sick of this shit. I ask you motherfuckers to do one goddamn thing.
It sounds like this is a comedy routine, so I'm going to stop it because I don't want to get claimed, because I feel like it definitely will get claimed. If someone who's black adjacent, yes? Okay. You'll move on, though. What exactly is a man's sense of humor? Women want equal rights and they want to be treated equally. I get it. I get it. It's it's funny because it's true. Oh, Tape, are you? Oh, okay. Yeah, these are reposts of the Binding of Yippee. That'd be a fun little mod. If somebody made a Yippee mod for the Binding of Isaac, I'd play that. I'd 100% play that. My dad called him Harry Potter goat with a hint of gay. It might be over. That's funny. Oh dear. I'm seeing a lot of my memes about me, and I like that. I appreciate the memes. Darling, you're aware that I can take whatever form I want, right? And this is the hottest form you can think of. Are you absolutely serious? Yes, yes. Ugh, whatever. Why is it my face like that? Play on stream? Yes, if somebody made me a Binding of Isaac Yippee mod, I would play it on stream. Okay, I'm not pulling that up. Okay, you got 3 hamburgers. You have 2 wishes left. How about world peace or free? Activate Twink Death at once, right now, everyone. Oh, no. Oh, no. Not Twink Death. Can you explain the gap in your resume? The gap in my resume. It depends on how long you're in the hold for there, son. Hey, look, it's one of more causes edits. Wait, what? Knife ear jail. Oh, these are responding. Okay, let's see here. Ah, here we go. Why are you doing that? Because I'm mad at this guy. I'm mad at this filthy knife ear. Hang it up. Oh my gosh. No! Oh dear, what the heck is this? Oh, I've seen this. I'm gonna mute it though. It's this. I know the guy who animated this is actually on YouTube, so it's really cool that he got asked to do this. It is actually really cool because it goes from stick figures to just this. And I've never seen Ronald McDonald as a lolly before, but now I have, and it's kind of crazy to me. It's just kind of crazy to see Ronald McDonald as a lolly. You know? Just kind of crazy. Oh dear. Recently learned that all the Mizuhane you fight are males in heat. Oh no. Put down them dual blades. Come and kiss me on the hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical. Oh no. Oh no. What the fuck? New server isn't booting. I'm pretty sure everything in the right place. Even tried reseating the RAM. Oh, I get the joke. The joke is that this is all the parts for the computer, for the server rack, but they didn't put it in yet. I get the joke. Miami real estate. Why Louis Vuitton is such a scam for white people and black people. All right, Louis Vuitton is such a scam. All right, you don't buy Louis Vuitton. There's way nicer things. Oh, man. Gwen, sorry I'm late. I was doing stuff. It's okay. I am stuff. OMG, Gwen, no. I have committed several war crimes. Oh no. Oh no! Netflix needs to fix this. I agree. Oh no. That's good shit though. By the way, I am not turning this into an individual video. If you want to rewatch these, you're going to have to watch them on the stream because the stream's not becoming a video. Oh, I've seen this one. I've seen this one. I'll never vote for you, and I'm afraid you ain't black. And then she turns white with curls in her hair. As they carry him away. No. No. That's bad. After Pumbaa suffers a fatal heart attack. Oh gosh, why? Lol, Hakuna Matata, buddy. Remember that? Remember when you told me that after my dad was fucking murdered? Oh no. Trump. Siri, how many miles did I ran today? Siri, okay, sending missiles to Iran today. Oh no. It's a good one. If her profile says you know me, but not my story, it's meth and dicks. It's always meth and dicks. Oh, okay. When I get a notification thinking it's from her, but it's just my mate sending a reel of two guys kissing saying us. You know, Rage would do that. Rage has not sent me stuff like that, but he is the kind of guy that would do that. Mizu would too. Mizu definitely would too. This is accurate, by the way. Girls asking, am I fat? And they say, no, you're beautiful. When guys ask if you're fat, the other guys are like, bro, I know 5 fat people and you're 4 of them. It's so accurate. Chat, press 1 if you're a guy and this is accurate. Oh, fuck. I'm not saying anything. This is perfect. Don't need to say nothing. Oh my gosh! You know that's a bit, right? I hope everybody knows that's a bit. Oh, fuck. Ow, this is so accurate. Actually, no, it's not. I've seen anime moms that are hotter. Anime mom. Anime stepmom. Okay, maybe that's accurate. Pixar mom. Disney mom. Here's the dog cult. It's like a Dune reference. Because here's the worm. Here's the worms. The spice worm. Well, not the spice worm, but one of the worms from, I think, the trade guild. And it's supposed to be Temp, or the dog. And then there's Temp dog, and then there is Doggo dog, and then there is the Yippies exploring. Mom, look at this funny video. My mom. Chat, this is what it's like whenever you guys send me stuff. This is the legit me. Why isn't the cat screaming? Number 1. Why wouldn't the cat scream? Number 2, if you were smart, you'd be doing the same thing. I don't know why these are so funny. Like the stream, by the way, chat. Like the stream. Imagine Mizu tomorrow in an SS uniform. Oh, I can imagine it. I think he said that he might have wanted it at one point. Holy fuck. Your job to do that, you don't have to say thank you. How about I do it anyway? This is Dank. Remember, chat, when people joked that Dankula was a judge? Why would we, the greatest country in the world, care what cringe non-Americans think? Justice Dankula. Remember when people thought he was actually a Chief Justice and people believed it for like a couple minutes? Unironically, people actually believed it. Unironically. That is funny. Girl who stinks good. What if girl stinks bad? What would you do? Oh no. Okay. This is a funny one. Because it's really good because I know what's coming soon, chat. Oh, I'm so excited. You guys, I can't wait. One day. What is this? Hold on. 30 seconds.
Badass 124, what the hell are you doing?
Standard takeoff, obviously.
In 80 knot crosswinds? Are you insane?
This is just a light breeze for Big Antonov.
You're crab walking down the runway like a drunk penguin.
Oh my gosh.
Sideways takeoff technique. Learned it from Spirit Airlines.
You just the runway lights.
The lights were poorly placed. We'll fix your runway for free anyway.
How are you airborne and still at a 45-degree angle?
Antonov doesn't follow physics. Physics follows Antonov.
This is literally impossible.
Nothing's
That is
impossible.
terrifying is what that is. That is very terrifying. I would not want to ride on a plane like that. I'm terrifying. I'm terrified, excuse me. That's all I'm gonna say. Japanese door prank. Oh dear. Oh, this is 2 minutes long. I feel like I'm gonna get claimed if I watch this whole thing. I can't watch this. I want to, but I don't think I can watch the whole thing, chat. I'm sorry. He loved his wife so much that he became a cop just to catch her killer. Wait. What game is this from? What game is this from? I actually don't know what this game is from. King of the Hill is an anime. I mean, I don't know why this is in here, but yes, King of the Hill is definitely becoming an anime. Rap battling my grandma. Oh boy. Here, let's hear this.
I don't want to shake hands like arthritis. Infecting the game, I'm a strong virus.
Ooh.
It's hard for me to say bronchitis. Oh!
Grandma, let me make this clear and sharp, like a glass cutter. You see, I jab quick. I'm a fast puncher. You so old, you was probably waiting tables at the Last Supper. And
Oh, damn. That's a good... Oh. You can hear she laughed a little bit there, too. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Make sure you pick right. Put on the gloves. Let's have a big fight. Your mama say you're handsome, but it looked like they fed you after midnight. Ew.
we'll take all your 4-leaf clovers. Now you out of luck. Get back in that kitchen. Start making me lunch. I feel like I'm the best. That label is stuck. I gave dynamite to Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's a bang for my buck. And
I'm gonna take
no, he failed. He failed.
your money like Uncle Sam. If you hear something about me losing, it's just another scam. This battle is like asking a question in the classroom. I got the upper hand. Oh!
I'm sorry. I feel like they both failed at the end there. They both failed at the end there. No! Dog fell down the oh. Okay. Okay, that's really funny. That's really funny. Missing the possum eclipse. Oh, fuck. Oh, that is loud. Oh, the cat's just watching the bed be made. Look at him. He's just like watching in the corner. He's so curious. It's awesome. Look at that. Oh, and then the cat gets on at the end. Wait. Nope. Ah. Okay. That's the man who died. You're too late, sir. A wizard is never late, nor is he. Look, pal, this is an effing airport. Your plane is gone! Oh, no.
A hole that needs to be filled? The city of Kenosha takes public safety very seriously, which is why we're excited to launch our new Show Us Your Hole public safety initiative. To participate, simply send us a picture of your hole, along with its location and the tagline, "Come fill my hole." We will
This is not real. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is not real.
dispatch our crews to service your hole in a prompt and professional manner. Your satisfaction is our priority.
This is not real. It's not real. If it is real, it's a troll account. Okay. What is this? Okay, I'm gonna turn that down. Did no one see how that was gonna end?
Places his hands on the rim of the bowl and releases his bowels into the toilet of time.
I'm sorry, what? Okay, that can't be real. That is not real.
Roaring tempest, like 1,000 fursuits storming the halls of a Marriott hotel. A man needs a sword, and a sword is a strong, independent black woman who needs no man. Two souls face each other head on and feet.
Oh my gosh.
Doom scrolls awkwardly on his phone in the corner. I'm not reading that one. The juicy burger of ambition is placed under the nose of a blind.
Oh dear sweet baby Jesus, that's 3 minutes long. Holy crap. We're not gonna watch the whole thing, but that's all. That's awesome. Okay, you guys have put a lot in here. How much more do we have? Okay. Oops. Shit. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, that's where I'm stopping. Turn it up? Alright, I'll turn it up.
I have come for Megatron and him alone. Stand down and be spared. Megatron, I am here on your ship. Come and face me.
Any Decepticon who lays a hand on Optimus Prime will answer to me.
I'm getting ready to mute this because it's got like music in it. I don't get the meme. Is it literally just their confrontation? Oh, okay. I see. It's one of those videos. Okay. I forgot about copyright. Yeah, if you've got copyrighted stuff in here, I will be passing over it. I'm sorry. I can't be watching copyrighted stuff. So if it's got copyrighted music in it, I'm going to pass it over. Here, hold on.
Regardless.
Yeah, gotta skip that one.
They're dead. Every single one of them. And not just the men.
Pick the 2009 ZR1 Blue Devil.
Okay, I gotta skip that too.
What is this? The silent treatment?
We've seen that, and this is not that. Definitely not this.
I gotta skip that too because that's got the music. I gotta skip that too. I gotta skip. Stop putting copyrighted music in my memes. I can't play those. I can't play those. I'm sorry.
A potato. I'll probably eat that fucking.
Hold on, we'll start over.
A potato. I'll probably eat that fucking potato. Bitch, can I get through the vine? Big fat ass bitch, you eat everything.
Damn. Oh.
1,000 cereals. I collect cereals. It took me 9 years to collect the cereals. Yum yum cereals. Good.
Is this actually from Sonic the Hedgehog? Real meme is trying to get the stream claimed? Yes. I mean, it'll probably be claimed through some other meme, but maybe.
Congratulations. Shut up. Sus. Fuck Steven Universe.
Okay, the end there was the best. I didn't know today was a meme review. After we talked about the event, yes, it was. Okay, this is a Roblox meme, and it's very cringe. Oh my gosh, it's very cringe. That is very cringe, I'm sorry. Oh.
Dude. I get it, bro. I get it, man. It's just odd. I don't like how he looks. I don't like how it looks, dude. I just come on. I don't like it.
I don't like how he looks either. Oh, that's weird. Oh my god. Is this just showing classic moments? Yes, it is. These are good ones. Those are all classic. Oh my gosh, I can't show that one either! Copyrighted music. Wait, hold on. My boyfriend is 6'4" and a bodybuilder. He'll kick your ass. What are you gonna do? Okay. Oh my god. Oh my fuck. Yeah, that's good. I heard you. Oh no! Chat, why? Why would you send those? I can't play that. That sounds copyrighted. Did I swear I told people no copyrighted stuff. I mean, it's okay, but no copyrighted music, please. I can't play it.
I'm ready.
Me personally.
I'm ready. I think we're ready as long as Mace doesn't laugh.
Okay, got him.
Is this like D&D? I bet you this is D&D.
So
You were leaning in to be nice. I was getting lost in my hair.
We have another guest member of Evantris on stream
It
today.
is.
It's Andy's new hair. Kels also got a haircut.
I shaved.
Andy looks great. You did? But Andy like got the whole like.
Yeah, it's blonde now.
The reason why I look like a greasy.
This is why I need to play D&D with friends, because it would produce funny stuff like this. Guys, you need to encourage Ava very playfully to do this, because we need to play D&D so that we can do silly stuff like this. All right, that's what we need to do. All right, so encourage Ava to get us started on that.
Again, is because it's for a video. It always is.
That's your classic excuse.
It's always for a bit.
It is for a video.
It's always for a bit.
I swear. I promise.
It's always for a bit.
It's for a video. Mace is struggling. I missed it. That was so.
You had to be there.
It is a crime that I think I was the only one that saw that.
Hey, wish I had some reward for you, the same way you.
Would you like to have sex behind the shed?
Oh. Oh no.
Well, you know, when I came to the Witchlight Carnival, you could have given me a million guesses about what I do here. But fucking a gigantic sentient swan is not one of my guesses I ever would have had.
How are your back feathers?
Make Rage Rage would be a horrible DM, chat, I'm saying right now.
Are they still filthy? I can see. It's too easy. There's a little bit of marinara mixed with tuna mayo.
Oh dear. Gross. But funny.
Children have been going missing. It could be Gorilla of the Woods. There's a wild gorilla on the loose.
Oh, this is the clown people.
I'm saying gorilla. Is it a charcoal gorilla or a cocaine gorilla? Story goes that she eats children.
You probably shouldn't let us in if children are going missing. We're just gonna make it worse. Now she's extra dangerous because she's using gorilla tactics.
I fear the Winter Queen might not show up for the crowning. Yes, and also I think there's gonna be a gorilla.
Was it the gorilla on the loose?
It's not gorilla.
I hate to tell you this, but gorilla.
Like I said, Ava needs to do get a campaign going.
Gorilla is a giantess, She's got a husband.
Just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score.
She's been able to summon the Krampus.
Oh no, that happens to me once a month.
I was gonna say something about Krampus in my pants.
Oh dear.
What's the Krampus? He sounds scary. Is he scarier than Gorilla? If they fought, which one would win?
Would you rather fight one Krampus-sized gorilla or 50 gorilla-sized Krampuses? Is it Krampa?
On the naughty table every single week.
I feel like they're exactly the same size, gonna be honest with you. Oh gosh, damn. Scam alert, there's an organization going around by the name of IRS claiming you owe them money. Accurate. Accurate. Very accurate. Me helping my mom with anything.
Here we go.
You're doing it wrong.
Will you just let me? I can't.
Accurate. That's how it goes, chat. That's how it goes. 100%. Thank you for 1,000 views today, chat. I appreciate it. We're 10 likes off of 100, by the way. Could you help us get to 100 likes? How much we're almost there. We're almost there. Okay. Jeez, this man loves his car. That man loves his fucking truck. Is this multiple different ones? Yeah, they're different ones. Oh, yeah. See, chat, that's how you know there's an American driving this, because they actually feel prideful about what they're driving. Very pretty. It's not a meme, though. I'm confused. Alright, what is this? Oh, is this just driving? I'm confused. Is this just... this isn't a meme, though. I'm confused. Fancy? Yes. Oh, excuse me. Optimus Prime, is that you? Vroom? Yes, vroom. We need a yippee vroom. Would you like some meme with your meme review? Yes. Mods ban all the See, but if I banned all the people who posted non-memes, or bad memes even, I'm sure that I would accidentally ban all the mods. Not just one, all of them. All of them, chat. All the mods. Oh, that's a good one. This is a classic. That's a classic. It's a good one, though. Oh, dear. You know, love this. What you're seeing is my normal state. This is Super Saiyan. is what is known as Super Saiyan that's ascended past a Super Saiyan. And this is to go even further beyond. This is Super Saiyan 3. I've never watched Dragon Ball Z, so I don't feel like I understand it fully, but I do kind of get it. It's good, though. It's good, though. All right.
Have you ever just swept the dishes after a long day of walking on your earlobes because your knee went blind when your leg died? But you was in the living room, so you straight for real. But your lazy eye is energetic because you end up making that baked water tomorrow ago when you put the TV in the freezer. Huh?
That makes no sense whatsoever. I've never watched Dragon Ball Z. Not yet.
What do you see? Power! Yeah! EJ power! Here we go!
Oh, listening to the different, you could tell who was who. What AI gen crap was coming out of that brother's mouth, I have no idea. Palpatine better be at the end. Unfortunately, he was not. Unfortunately, he was not. Well, that was the first meme review chat. Oh, excuse me. My apologies. I was going to rant about the Epstein stuff tonight. I think I'm going to save that for later. And instead, we're going to just... I'm tired. I'm going to go grab some real food. Not the leftovers I had, but, you know. I'll be back tonight on Kick exclusively. Friday stream, that, yes. Continue posting memes, chat. Ugh. I will try and look back in about a month for that. Who's streaming? Thanks for coming by today, by the way. Let me make sure I got all of the stuff. Thank you, Sly, for gifting a membership to Revelry. Oh, man, now I feel tired. I don't know why. I'm going to send you to Amalgamate. Amalgamate's talking about the Manifesto. Unless you're on Twitch, because I don't have... she's banned from Twitch. So I'll just I'll send you to Razor on Twitch. Like I said, I will be back tonight. Oh, I'm gonna go get something to eat. Get out of the house. You guys have a good one, and I will see you later.